What are we talking about, Eugene? Eugene. Eugene. You? Lawrence is supposed to be like the tribal. Oh. So I forgot. Oh, absolutely. Here's some chocolate, baby. Yes. We are always crying. Why are we always crying is the real question. Hello, coffee cake. Welcome to my cozy, crazy, convicting, and cringy cafe. I'm Mocha, medium roast, barista, and host. And at Cafe Mocha, every ounce of our caffeinated ideas will brew up a latte fun with you all. Hello, my coffee cakes, and welcome back to another episode of Dangerous Fellows. We are now on it says episode 19. I don't know. I'll put it somewhere and edit because I'll be honest, I should have checked before I pressed the record button and I didn't. But it says we're in episode 19, so I'm assuming we are on episode 19, but I know there's like a anyway, we are doing another episode, and the last episode was quite interesting when we were investigating Scarlett's wait, before we get into this, if you have not seen the series, you need to go to the playlist and watch it from video 1, or at least the last one if you're a little bit caught up, because I don't want to make any spoilers. So spoiler lights on. If you have not caught up at this point, you need to go back to those videos, because what I'm about to discuss to you may put a bit of a spoil on your watching experience. So we were investigating Scarlett's body and figuring out what could have caused this to happen, and what we found was Zion's ID, which was very, very interesting. And then after, I was surprised because nobody was really blaming Zion, but we got into a group discussion, and most people were under the impression that since I've came to the group, all of this mess has been happening, so it must be me that is causing all of this drama. Harry tried to stand up for me, and I do appreciate him for doing so, but they're right. For some reason, as soon as I got into this group, all of this started happening, so I don't know if the person that is actually doing it is trying to pawn this on me, and I don't appreciate that. So but we'll see. But me being melodramatic at all times, I've ran from the classroom and I went to go grab all of my belongings and run away. And right when I was about to do that, again, all the time, Ethan found me and consoled me and everything, I think. But we saw someone out the window. And it was a person, and it was not a zombie. So I think that's going to probably be the next step of the story, because they may have something to do with it, or maybe they're running away. I'm not really sure. So let's find out what's really happening here. Episode 19. I could see the shadowy figure of a person by the school entrance shortly before it disappeared. It was the first time I saw someone other than the guys in our group. Oh. So I was nervous, but also kind of excited, and you were stupid, and we were stupid, and we were stupid. See something? I think I saw a person. What is it? I'm just confused. Things have become so complicated now. Not really understanding what he meant, I just tilted my head to the side. Just because they're human, you can't trust them. Not anymore. Oh, I see what he means. I realized that he was right. With a troubled mind, I thought back to how Ethan had been when we first met. Because we're all human. We care. Ethan, how had he end up like this? I mean, the situation that's going on in our group kind of makes me kind of question humanity a little bit too. I mean, I know we're all fallen creatures, but man, someone's up to no good, and if they're up to no good, anyone can be up to no good. So when you said you saw someone, I wasn't sure what to think. It worries me and bothers me at the same time. Of course, we need to be careful, but it's still a person. Yeah, I'll just say we need to be more careful. That's all. And I think, I don't know. Shut up. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We need to be more careful. If we get stronger and stay careful, wouldn't we be able to protect ourselves? Even if we met new people? Instead of just suspecting them. I worried that what I said would sound like me scolding him. But surprisingly, he looked relieved to hear it. You're right. As long as we don't let our guard down, we don't have to worry about meeting anyone. I thought it wasn't making any sense, but I'm glad you understood what I meant. Let's get back. The guys must be worried. Okay. We should tell them about what we saw. I feel like there's not enough communication in this group. We headed back to room 1C together. Welcome back. Did you grow tired of crying? Oh my. I mean, he's right. I'm a little agitated, but I'm like, we are always crying. Why are we always crying is the real question. I swear, every time you open your mouth. Eugene was standing behind Zion, poking his head out to look at me. I just silently watched as he hesitantly walked up to me. Mocha, you see, wait for him to finish. You right? I'm not gonna interrupt your apology. Go ahead. I deserve one. I'm waiting. I'm really sorry. Okay. It's okay. It won't happen again. I nodded and looked around. I wanted to talk with Haley next, but Lawrence, who had been talking with Ethan, walked over to me. I was told you saw something. Yes, thank you. I'm not sure it was anything. I saw a person outside. It wasn't anything important. What? Why would I say that? Why would I say that? Lawrence is supposed to be like the tribal. Oh. So I forgot. One, Lawrence has been a little bit weird to me in the last few episodes. His responses has been like a little bit off than usual. And then also, Sue reminded us to be wary of someone, but we don't know who that someone is yet. And I'm thinking that someone might be Zion because of the whole student ID, but the way that this person is operating and blaming me, they can very much be like blaming other people. So it could be someone completely that's not like completely obvious right now. But I feel like I should still tell him. It's weird, right? Because I feel like holding back communication is only going to make me look bad.
Yes.
I'll just tell him and be wary about it. Because, I mean, Ethan has already kind of introduced it. By me lying at this point, I'm also not going to look good to him, too. So, I saw a person outside. They were wandering around the entrance. I see. A person, huh? Well, just keep that in mind when we patrol outside the gate. We're on patrol. We're going on patrol again? After all of this? I guess we have a few things to take care of first. I mean, it is kind of weird to be on patrol, but I mean, like, if not, this could happen again if it is an outsider, despite me thinking for sure it's one of us. I'm still sure of it. But we still need to find food. We can't just starve here. That's true, but where's Sue, by the way? Ooh! She said she was gonna leave to discover something. We need to cover her back. Has she already gone to sleep? But she never misses the meetings. Uh-oh. What do we say? While we do need to do our best during patrols, we've started to distrust each other in the school. I felt like Lawrence glanced over at Zion and Harry as he spoke. And one of us even ended up dying. We need to stay on our toes. That's why, from this moment on, I'll be keeping record of any unusual behavior of everyone. Wow, this is interesting. Because first of all, how about your unusual behavior? No offense, but I understand, like, as a leader, you want to keep track of things and kind of keep a tally, but who's keeping a tally for you? Just because you're, like, this so-called leader and such doesn't make you exempt, right? I might be thinking about this too much. Are you telling us to be suspicious of Sue? Fortunately, yes. But still, how can we do that? Right? She's just somewhere else. Lawrence looked at me quietly. Then his expressionless face was replaced with a smile. I just want us to be ready for anything that happens. You understand that, right? I don't know. I think it's me. I think it's my heart, my spirit. I just don't feel something is right with this kind. I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep our eyes open. I feel like I trust Sue. I feel like I can trust Sue. I feel like I can trust Ethan. I know for sure those two people I can trust no matter what. Everyone else is fair game. Was it my imagination, or was Lawrence colder than usual? You're right. Okay. So I'm not as stupid than I thought, because I was just like that whole expressionless face, and then the smile, and then just like being silent, and then being like, well, I just wanted us all to be on our toes. Like that put me off a little bit. I don't know. It could have been because of the situation. First of all, I can see you're all really tired, but the reason I asked you all here is to emphasize how important it is for us to stick together. As Lawrence finished his sentence, the room went quiet. Also, we have things that can't wait. Let's take our farewells with Scarlett. We all closed our eyes. Then Lawrence started a speech with a calm voice. Just like the last time, he ended the speech with a request for everyone to overcome any hardships and to stay strong. This time, it somehow felt more heartbreaking than with Jay. I don't know why. No offense. Wait, no. Before y'all drop the gun. No offense. It's just like Jay and Scarlett was of the same accord. They just liked causing drama. They really did not like me. And they were just not nice people. So I'm not sure why this is more heartbreaking. Maybe only because the zombies and Jay, like that's a zombie situation. This one looks like it was prompted by someone within the group. So maybe that's why it was more heartbreaking. I mean, other than that, I don't know. Monday. Let's take one day to recover and then start with patrols again. Harry, you have a map with all the previous search zones marked, right? That's right. It's in my room. Great. Make sure you bring it with you. Got it. That's the end of the meeting. All dismissed. Patrol. Ignoring Eugene's mumbling, I walked over to Harry, curious about the map. I hadn't heard about that before. Here it is. Even though it really isn't anything special. Harry pulled out a large map after digging around in his bag. He had clearly looked at it often, judging by the torn corners. We took it from a real estate office. Huge, isn't it? As he reached out to hand me the map, his open bag tipped over, spilling the contents all over the floor. Among the noise that was created by falling sounds, I heard the sound of an empty bottle. I'm so clumsy. I'll help you. No, there's no... Ignoring his response, I bent down to help him pick everything up. I noticed a small plastic bottle. Medicine? Yeah, it's nothing. I didn't know you were sick, Harry. Well, you see, it's just for headaches. Aw, Harry, don't lie to me. Is it really for headaches? Please, don't make me suspicious of you. Please, Harry. I'm not infected or anything like that. It's just since earlier, flustered, Harry kept rambling on incoherently. It's fine, everyone gets sick every now and then. But this, I shook the bottle. It was really light and made no noise as I shook it. Yeah, it's empty. I just carry it around with me every time. It helps me. Have you had headaches for a long time? I guess I do. Or not. I don't know. Okay, you're keeping something. And you know what? This might be something medically related, so I don't want to, prod. He put on a wide smile, but I didn't feel sincere at all. It didn't feel sincere at all. My family went through a tough time. My mom cried every day. Harry, you don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. No, it's okay. I can talk about this now. Okay? When I saw her cry, I felt like I shouldn't cry, so I've always kept it inside. Because of that, whenever I usually cry, I'd instead get bad headaches. Okay. Does it hurt now too? You don't have to keep it in. Take care of yourself. You don't have to keep it in. Oh, Harry. You don't have to keep it in. If you keep it in, it'll just keep hurting. It's okay to cry. Yeah, I should be the definition to tell you it's okay to cry, because I am always crying. So Harry, if you feel like you shouldn't be crying, take a look at me and my sobbing mess and feel comfort that you can also cry with the depths of your soul. I'm sure your mother would have said the same. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Aw, you look so cute. Okay, Harry. Harry smiled softly as I carefully handed the bottle back to him. He's so kind, but I can tell that he still had some burden he was carrying on his own, like we all do. It felt weird to see our neighborhood on a map. Since I hadn't had many reasons to watch them, it was actually kind of difficult to recognize locations. But every time in there I recognized names of places I used to know, making me feel excited. Was it because I had so little entertainment left in the world? Maybe. We studied the map together for a while before I went back outside. Mocha. Yeah? On my way back, I found Eugene standing outside my room. Were you waiting for me? Yeah. I brought him to my room. This is a conference room center now? But something was different. He kind of seemed upset. At the same time, he looked serious, too. What is it? You know, how about leaving this place together? What? 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 What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Look at me. Look at me. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick. Look at me. What are we talking about, Eugene? Eugene. Eugene. You? I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude by that. But I mean, if Ethan or Harry was telling me this, there would have been a different reaction. But baby, you.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I was gonna say leave together with you, but that would have been a little bit too harsh. What are you talking about? I'm serious. Let's get out of this place. I'm sick of it. Nothing really works out here. I don't understand, Eugene, because just last episode you were like blaming me from being the source of all this drama. Now you want to leave with me? No, I agree with you. Right. I couldn't even sleep because I was so nervous. But what would arguing solve right now? We'd just keep worrying. I guess. Honestly, before you came here. Before she came here, then what? How are you gonna finish that sentence, Eugene? I knew what Eugene was about to say, and it shocked me. If Harry hadn't interrupted him. With me, that's kind of weird. That's kind of suspicious. Like, you could have went to Haley. Obviously, Sue's out of here, but you could have went with Haley if you really wanted a girl out of all people. She probably would have said no, though, because she's a scaredy cat. But I'm also a scaredy cat, and I'm clumsy, and I cry all the time. But you could have went to one of the guys. The guys probably would have been like, nah, bro, you're crazy. Okay, I can see why you chose me then. No, I get what you mean. It's just so out of the blue. You really think this is sudden? I mean, no, I had thought about it. I had known about it. He had always looked worried. I'm sorry, but I don't think leaving here is a good idea. All right. Maybe you're right. It's safer here. It's so peaceful here. I guess I forgot what it's like outside. Okay, Mocha, you should get some rest. Forget what I said. I don't know if that makes me more suspicious of Eugene or less suspicious, because if he was a person that wanted to hurt me, yeah, he would draw me out and then hurt me, right? He could do that. But if he wanted to hurt people within the group, wouldn't he want to stay within the group? I feel like whoever is causing this drama or hurting people or making people look suspicious in this group are people that want to be in this group. Does that make sense? Because if not, they could just leave at any point in time. I don't know what I'm thinking. I don't know what to think. Eugene left the room, but I couldn't help but feel restless. He must have been so worried. Maybe I made a mistake turning him down like that. If even to just make him a bit more at ease, I probably should have put it a bit better. No, that was the best I can put it, to be honest. But in a situation like this, wouldn't it be worse to agree to do reckless things together with him? My thoughts kept bouncing around inside my head. Before I knew it, it was morning again. I wasn't even sure if I had slept or spent the entire night awake. I was just so tired. Someone knocked gently at my door. That way of knocking reminded me of someone. I opened the door, and as I expected, Ethan was standing there. I thought you'd be worried. Hearing him say that made me smile. Thank you. I wanted to give him something in return. I can give him chocolate? Absolute Ethan? Oh, absolutely. Here's some chocolate, baby. Yes. Give him it. Oh, yes. Do you want some chocolate? I have one. I didn't eat it from last night. He looked blankly at the chocolate bar in my hand. You didn't eat it? I did, but I saved it. I saved this for when I wanted a snack. I felt bad for lying to him, but I felt like he would refuse to eat it if he had known it was my dinner. I looked at him as he peeled the packaging open and took a large bite of the chocolate. You must have been really hungry. Yeah. For a guy as tall and built like him, especially since he's doing most of the heavy lifting around here, I doubt he's getting enough to eat. Imagine if there'd suddenly be a buffet next door, or a sushi place. I usually prefer places that have lots of desserts, but if I were to go with you, I'd feel like you'll like more meat. Am I right? Trying to avoid the awkward silence, I ended up talking about weird subjects. Yeah, he did. But Ethan just sweetly listened and smiled. Yeah, I like meat, but I'm fine with eating anything. Did he mean he wouldn't mind going to the buffet place I like too? Let's go together then. I smiled widely at him, seeing Ethan nod at me with a serious face. Oh, I felt like he was a really good friend. I had to focus on staying strong. Being afraid. Was it going to help me out here? But Ethan being by my side made me feel safe. It really does. It really does. Whenever Ethan is nearby, there is like this sense of peace and confidence that just is immeasurable, you know? Oh, I like this episode. It's a little bit sweet. It's a little bit of the calm down before the chaos for sure. And I need that. Just a little bit. Because, man, it'd be rough. Okay, my coffee cakes. How did you like that episode? It was very warm. I mean, just a little bit suspicious with Lawrence and all. Eugene apologizing was a surprise. Ethan being able to, like, be around this episode a lot was nice. Eugene asking me to leave all that we know and go out with him was crazy and was never gonna happen. No matter how many hearts I had with him, there's no way. There was not an option in the decisions, and if there was, like, all three of them said yes, I might have just, like, canceled the episode. I'm kidding. As you can see, I was never going to go out with Eugene, but man, we had the opportunity to also spend some time with my boy Ethan. Gave him a chocolate bar and everything. We are so in love. It is so apparent. Like, oh my gosh, it's just amazing. And then we also got to learn a little bit about Harry. Harry's always a sad boy. He always came off sad boy. I think the first secret DMs video that we did with Harry was sad boy. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but I hope he feels better. And it's okay to cry for sure, but I feel like that medication had a little more to do with something else. I don't know if it's anxiety, depression, I don't know, but I feel like it had to do with something else outside of crying, to be honest. But I digress. But let me know what you liked about this episode and like this video and subscribe for more Dangerous Fellows. I'm excited to see what the next thing is going to be. Next episode is going to bring us. I know we took a day off for patrols, and then we're going to be back at it again. Thank you guys for watching again. God bless you. God bless your timeline. And until next time, peace.